GBP Roast. GBP Roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I gotta flame you. This is GBP Roast. GBP Roast. On your Google business profile. It's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre. Bringing facts and guests. Oh, yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.
Going back.
Yeah. Oh, wait, we need more. Play more music. We need the dance. We need the dance version, right? I put pants on for you today, so.
Oh man. Oh man. What's up? What's up, everyone? Let's see.
Good afternoon.
Okay. All right. All right. What's up?
Is Facebook working? What's wrong with my Facebook?
Oh no, I don't know. Is your Facebook working? I think we are live. We are live, guys. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, except Facebook for whatever reason. I don't know why. What's going on, guys? What's going on Facebook? All right. Let's see here. So, guys, welcome everyone to another episode of the GBP Roast Show. We are here to roast GMBs, react to videos, and have special segments by our co-hosts here. We have today we have Lambo's World by Keith, and then we also have JP's Tech Stack. And let's get right into it. So, Keith, Lambo, is Lambo ready?
Sorry.
No.
Because Facebook was down today, I sent a message,
the whole day.
2 messages to my producer, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do that live, and you're gonna be first." So,
no. Well, I was gonna I was gonna go ahead and get started with your clip. We can do that.
You want to play the whole thing? I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I thought this was gonna be a live rendering.
Oh no, yeah. We'll sort that out. We'll sort that out. But yeah, we will. Let's get right into it.
Go for it.
All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let me go ahead and put you guys right here.
La 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 la.
All right, guys. All right.
Lambo's World.
We are having technical difficulties here, so
Lambo's World.
we're just gonna go ahead and do this live.
What?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do this live now.
Oh man.
Let's see.
Okay, so do you want me to sing this? You don't even have the song, do you? Okay.
No, I was actually playing. I thought I was playing it, but you said you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
You could sing
crap.
it. All right, let's. JP, you want to start with?
We'll go ahead and start over.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with JP's Tech Talk. Okay, let me go ahead and cue in right here. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Maybe not. You want to go ahead and share your screen there?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Okay.
So one really great thing while I get it everything pulled up here, ChatGPT, it's become a very popular tool that we all love to do. So this doesn't matter. I'm making this easier for you, even if you're a solopreneur, maybe not too tech savvy. That's okay. I made it pretty easy for you. ChatGPT makes it even easier. So I use this on the daily basis. They have a couple of different plans in there. They have a free plan which does pretty much everything that you need it to do, but they also have the next plan up, which is only about $20. And it has access to a lot of these ChatGPT plugins. One of my favorite ones is one called FlowGPT, and basically what this is uses a list of components from a type of CSS tech called Tailwind CSS. And basically what it allows you to do is typically if you build an HTML website, you have you load everything up to a server, and then you have a list of all these files, which one of them is being CSS, JavaScript, and things like that. So what this does is actually compiles everything into one file where you can essentially build an entire web page without having to pull in from folders like the pictures or the CSS files for that matter. So this actually allows you to actually load everything into a single page. I chose one that we're actually going to be roasting today, but I wanted to show you just real quickly how you can build a very simple web page using FlowGPT. So you would give it a prompt just like you would. I said create a simple Notion style website that talks about my Boba team brand called Sharetea. I want to create a 2,500 word article that also talks about the brand in a friendly voice that is welcoming. Now, one thing you want to consider when you're actually using ChatGPT is you actually want to tell exactly what you want it to do. Don't just go on and say, just create me a web page that talks about boba tea, and then create a 3,500 word article. You can actually be very, very specific to what you want it to do. So in this case, it gave me some different prompts back. It created me the article, put in some photos, and then what I actually do is I actually asked it, say, go ahead and create a web page for all the content that I've recommended into ChatGPT. So it actually gave me back an entire HTML file. I use a very simple IDE program called Notepad++. It is 100% free. All you have to do is download it. What you would do is just then take this entire code, copy it into your Notepad.
Nice.
And then go ahead and save that. And you want to save that as an HTML file. It's hybrid text markup language. And I went ahead and saved that file so you can see what it looks like. All you have to do is go in here, double click it, and then you can see I have a pretty simple web page. Of course, there's some things I could do that kind of fix it a little bit, but literally within seconds, you have an entire web page that is up, has content, everything that you would possibly need. If you want to take it a step further, you can even ask it to say, hey, go ahead and create an About Us page that interlinks with the page above.
Nice.
And then it's going to actually create that code for you. All you have to do, no matter what type of hosting you're using, you can upload these files directly into your host, and then you'll have a full operating website. So again, FlowGPT is by far one of my favorites, just to create simple web pages. Definitely be using ChatGPT.
Love that. You said it was free? That's a free.
It's free. Yep.
Oh man, I love that. Love that. And you have loved me some boba tea. All right. Do you guys? I'm curious. Do you have boba tea out in Idaho?
Yes.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into Lambo's world.
Da 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 da. Lambo's world. Press the button. Share your screen. Lambo's world. Right. Let's do that. Do that. Let's go here. Yeah, that'll be fine. What I wanted to talk with all the boys and girls today was about animations and things that move on the screen and the things that you have to be really careful about, because humans, we are predators, right? We have our eyes on the front of our face. Why? Is because if the tiger is going to attack us, if something is quickly moving, we want to run from it. And if our prey is running, we want to attack that. So that can be really a problem though when it comes to websites. Let's go take a look at this Denver plumber I just stumbled on. Oh no, it's the dreaded slider, right? And I can't stop the slider, right?
I can't see your slider.
Oh no. Oh wait, do I need to share? Hold on one second. How do I I think I need to share the entire screen. Hold on a second.
Pop it. Yeah, maybe you're sharing
It
just that
says,
tab.
no, that's the wrong button. This Riverside setup.
Yeah, this Riverside setup is.
Hold on one second. Let me go back here. Oh, the window. You son of a. No, actually, I don't want to do.
Oh, well, you have some extra
Want to
tabs
do
open.
Want to do the whole Chrome? Sorry, kids.
You don't want to see some tabs? Some of your tabs that you have
I think this will work. This will work.
It's tax season 1995.
Boom.
Lambo's
We're gonna go
world.
out. Can you see
Oh.
that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
That's it.
Look at those
It's
brothers.
a slider. No, not a slider, right? The problem is with sliders, right? These were really popular 5 to 10 years ago where they're going away. You're trying to read the information and what happens? It's sliding away from you, right? You would love to read that special offer, but it doesn't. It goes. And you're like, no, stop, right? I can't even pause that particular slider. One nice thing is you scroll down the page, they do utilize this moving action here, drawing the eye. Remember, if you're going to have something moving on the page, the human is going to be drawn to it. So make sure it's something that is some benefit or some type of action you want the person to do. If we go look here, here's this classic hero video, right? Oh, nice. Very powerful. There's no audio, just playing. Is this the right impression that you want for customers, right? These tend to kind of be fade away as well. Usually if you're going to be playing a video, you really want people to maybe pause it or have a reason to interact with your brand.
Is this a brothers brand with pictures of sisters on there?
Where's everyone's
on the
eyes
slider.
at looking at the JD's Plumbing? Is that on my screen now?
It sure is.
Yes, it is.
We're all looking at this, the right? Bing, bong, driving me crazy. Yeah. Where should our eye really go? It really should go to the offer, right? This is basically kind of nervously and building anxiety that, hey, dumbass, you should fill this out. No. If you're going to encourage me to do something, you need to give me a benefit, right? We scroll down the page. Oh, did you see that? Pay attention here, kids. What did you notice? Bam. Just like a big red and white stop sign, the call us now came off the side of the screen, getting your attention. That's a pretty good use of movement. Now, keep your eyes on the page. You're going down. You're like, oh, look, there's some reviews. You scroll. Oh, wait. These headlines are moving and it draws your attention away from the reviews. Reviews are really important. That's something that you want to pay attention to.
Should we be animating those reviews? Should those reviews be kind of scrolling?
Well, I only wanted, in this situation, you would not want this moving because it took away from the review portion, right? So you would no animation down here because I want them to pay attention to the reviews.
Got it.
Here's a gutter site. You scroll down a little bit. The movement is a simple pulsing button. That doesn't build too much anxiety. It's obviously stressing, hey, get a free estimate, right? Scroll down the page. Okay, that's great. And there's nothing else moving. Oh, whoa. This little van drove across the screen. But what did it do? It drew your eye. You get an estimate if you call that button. So the whole point is, boys and girls, you just want to be able to really pay careful attention when you have something moving, make sure that it's drawing attention as a benefit or a reason to do business with people. Because if you're going over here, but then the special offer's right here, you don't see the special offer because you're paying attention to this.
Love it, love it. Got it, got it. There we go. All right, now it's time for reactions. Let's get this one going. The first one. All right.
My favorite part. My favorite part.
I'm at my parents' house. I want to go back to my office. I'll take an Uber from my parents' place or wherever I am. I use shopping as an example. 5 to 10 kilometers away.
Yeah.
Take an Uber to my office, get in the Uber. I immediately ask the Uber driver, hey man, can you actually do me a favor and go onto Google Maps, search index the SEO company, and then drive over with that? I'll give you an extra tip if you do that. For him, it doesn't matter. He'll be like, the hell is wrong with this Asian guy? I'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to game Google. That's it. He'll drive over, and when you arrive, ask him to leave a 5-star review. This part is not allowed, by the way, but you'll never know. When you arrive, ask him to leave
This part's not allowed. Don't do that.
You can read out a pre-written review for $5 tip, $5 to $10 tip. You can also be like, I'll give you a 5-star review if you give me a 5-star review, and I'll give you $10.
Don't tell people publicly that you're doing
review.
this. By the way, don't don't make a video and say, hey, by the way, I pay my Uber drivers and my Lyft drivers $5 to leave me a review.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna get fired from Uber, and you might get a letter from the FTC. So don't do that. I appreciate his out of the box thinking and using everything at your disposal, like using an Uber Lyft, but that's kind of, especially with the way laws are right now, that's kind of
Okay, so this is what you do need to do, right?
Okay.
Anytime you interact with a client, and even if they don't pay you money, if you help them in any way, you ask for a review. I actually learned this trick from Chase Reiner several years ago when, I know it's cringy even to say his name, but he would help folks and he would say, ask for that review. Therefore, how many times in your small business is someone calling you maybe for help or tech or whatever the case? Maybe you couldn't help them, but you gave them advice. Just stop right there and say, hey, it's okay if you say no, but could you leave me a review? And then what do you got to do? You got to text it to them, right? Phone goes off, they click, they can go directly to your GBP and leave the review. And I just flat out tell people, I'll say, you say whatever you want, right? Because somehow you found me online based on reputation. I gave you advice and leave a review. And that's a fantastic way of helping people and genuinely getting, remember, they're an in-market person. They found you. Take advantage of that and help them and boost your reviews.
Love that. Love that.
yeah.
All
Be
right.
careful though.
No payo.
That's none of my business.
I'll pay you.
Well, there's here's another one, somewhat related on incentives, but let's check this one out. All right.
Incentivize your employees to ask for the reviews and to get the reviews. And so he's taken a big portion of his advertising budget and said, I'm not going to give that money to Facebook and I'm not going to give that money to Google Ads. Instead, I'm going to invest that money back into my employees. So what he does is he pays his employees $25 every time they get a review. This method has multiple benefits. It's really smart because your employees will put in the extra work. They want to make it easy. They want to have systems in place. They're going to do the follow-up. They really want to get that review.
What do you
Guess what else they do?
Boy.
They could cheat. They could ask their friend, their ex-boyfriend, the babysitter, their neighbor, hey, would you leave a review and make sure you mention Jennifer in the review? And now Jennifer's getting all this Christmas cash because of the fake reviews. So we've also seen that. I think it's important to incentivize, but you got to be careful. If you pay them to do something, they will find a loophole and they could abuse it.
I wouldn't cut my ad spend just to pay an employee extra. I would just like, this is part of your job. This is part of your bonus at the end of the year. getting these reviews is a notion and a mark on your overall performance. If a customer's leaving, Joe came in here and did a horrible job repairing the locks on my house. Guess what? If you did a horrible job, that's going to reflect on your bonus at the end of the year. So don't make it more in the fact of, hey, this is how we're getting actual feedback from people, that I'm going to pay you extra for you doing your job. So
I'm curious. Whatever, when we ask for reviews and stuff like that, how if the customer wasn't happy?
that's why you have to say it in a way. So especially for service companies, the last touch that you have with a customer is the technician. So if the plumber's out in the field, then you ask for a review, say, hey, this review that you leave is based on my performance, not the fact that you've called this company 4 times and got a runaround. It took you 2 weeks to get a scheduled call for us to come out. But now that we're out here and you're satisfied with the job, please leave a review based upon how I did. That way it takes away that pressure from the overall, because the customer's going to remember the experience that they had with the company and not the experience that they had with that technician. That technician is the face of the company. So
Totally,
why not
Jordan.
get it from that?
Jordan is spot on with this. It's the last touch point. It's the last person, and they make the biggest impression, right? So do you have a dog treat? Did you clean off your shoes? Did you roll out the red carpet? Did you do the extra things to make the customer feel good?
Yeah.
That accelerates your reviews.
Yeah.
Got it. So I was thinking also, so like sometimes when I get services done, if they do something well, I tip them out. So I think the moment when I tip someone out, if you're getting a tip, then I think that would be a clear signal for them, like, oh, hey, would you mind also leaving a review then, right?
Yeah.
Because
100%.
Absolutely.
And that is also a clear indicator that someone is satisfied with the service, right? At the point of, being paid, right?
Yeah.
They have money, they got the credit card. That's when you ask, and you just mentally have to remember, just ask them. Got it.
And that is all the videos I can find this week on GBP and local SEO. There wasn't that many published this past week, so I want to go straight into roasting. Did someone want to go ahead and roast the first?
GBP I got to get my roasting equipment over here.
Yeah.
I got new goggles now.
Well, there we go.
I got.
I was gonna bring mine.
Let's turn. Whoa, that's loud.
Shit.
Okay, I got new goggles.
You letting it run right now? Like, God.
Woo! Do we have a theme song for this?
That's we need to create one, but that's
just Lambo crazy.
Let me get the fire extinguisher. Hold on.
Oh man. All right, JP, do you have you want to look on?
I do, yeah. So this is actually one that came in. It was actually one of my favorite products, Boba tea.
Okay.
So if we actually go into
can you share your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna get everything pulled up here. All right. So you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So bubble tea, the brand is Sharetea. One of the first thing that pops out that I think is missed a lot is you see this thing that says popular times. This is kind of a big indicator that there's a huge amount of foot traffic that's coming into this location. It doesn't necessarily mean it's coming here, but they are engaging with businesses that are in this area. This bubble tea place happens to be in kind of a strip mall. There's other restaurants and things like that in there. So pay close attention to where these popular times are, because that's a really good indicator of maybe you want to do a little bit more advertising. Say, hey, after your lunchtime, if you're looking for kind of a little like snack or something like that, come in at between 2 and 3. We have a a sale coming on or something like that. If you're wanting to target different times because you are noticing that a lot of traffic's coming in here, then do the opposite. Say, hey, we're having a special promotion for 7 p.m. people that come and visit us. We'll give you a couple dollars off, and you can do that. Promote that into your GMB post. So that's usually the first thing that I look at, and this is something that's available too for users engaging with this business, because that also lets them know, hey, there's traffic times and things like that if they're driving to this business. So that's one of the very first things that I look at.
So would you say that's a signal? Like, let's say
It's a huge signal, because it's going to give you data. I'm a big data guy, so it's going to be good for you to focus on some of these things for your business. This is really popular when it comes to like retail, so and restaurants and things like that. So always pay close attention to this, because this is a pretty big indicator of what maybe some times that you may be to work on, and it should show in your sales that you're probably getting a lot of sales between 12 and 6 p.m.
Would
So-
you say that a business would rank higher if they're in a place of like a plaza with more foot traffic than a place with like no foot traffic? You think so,
They
like-
definitely are. They definitely can be. Especially I live out here in the Bay Area. We have a place called Broadway Plaza in Walnut Creek, and there's a huge. A lot of those businesses are very competing. I mean, you could find a boba tea place literally within a block of each other.
Ah.
So it's a huge. There's areas where there's a lot of shopping, especially during the holidays times this year. There's a lot of foot traffic. You're gonna find that that's gonna really be a big driving force. So there's going to be things that you're going to want to do externally to kind of help drive more traffic to your GMB. So that's one of the biggest things that I saw from here. Two other things that I wanted to share real quickly is it's really big, important right now with branding. So you need to at least get your business listed on some of these other directories. Focus on the ones that have high review count so that people can leave reviews, things on Foursquare, Facebook, Yellow Pages, and things like that. Being that this is a restaurant, Yelp is a really big driving force as well. Google looks at other places that people are talking. I basically what I call this is brand gossip. So other places that are talking about your business, not just on the Google platform itself. Google's pulling this data from from these other sites to be able to kind of say, okay, this boba tea company is being talked about on Yellow Pages. They're being talked about on Yelp. They're getting reviews on those places. So it's kind of everything's a driving force into the ecosystem of GMB. So take that into account. And the next thing is definitely going to be the website. In the
This is
Tech
your
Talk
website?
I actually created a really basic web page for you that's actually much more high converting. Boba's even only mentioned like maybe once or twice on this page. So
And not even the city. Even though it's in the URL,
Shit, yeah.
you've got to use your local city in a heading or the title, right? It's
Yeah.
just not found.
Is it in the meta title? Or can we see if it's in the meta title?
It's not. Let me take a look.
So pardon me. It is in the title, but it's not in any of the headings. And the headings are all just very, very generic, right? We're hiring, we do catering. They do mention their brand a lot. This is a dedicated website just for Fairfield, the city.
Yeah.
Mention the damn city, right? You
Yeah.
have to put it there.
Yeah.
So definitely, those are the biggest things. There's a lot of information that people can pull directly from their website. Google being one of them, they pull a lot of that content from your website to better rank your Google business.
So I was just taking a look at this, but they actually have like more reviews and some more positive reviews than the ones that are top 3. I mean, within the
They
top
are,
3.
but if you look at the reviews, like if I were to tap in, so let me go ahead and click on
A big
reviews
thing
here.
too is location, location, location. They are on the edge of the valley, right?
Yeah,
Yes, they have a great internet, or
Oh, they're right.
interstate exit off of I-80,
Yeah.
but they're not like in the center of anywhere. They're on the edge.
Yeah.
And so that's just, they're only really going to get the people in that local area.
yeah, and I get that, especially something like this, like boba tea. It's such a commodity type of product. Like it's super popular right now. It's going to be very hyper focused to the location. So I don't know a lot about Fairfield, but I would hope that some of these places, if you're going to target, I know that there's a pretty big mall
Yeah.
in
the Lambo.
Fairfield that has a ton of foot traffic. Again, I know that as a business owner, you don't really get the opportunity to necessarily pick exactly where you want to be, but at least be smart when you choose your locations. Don't just pick something that's in the outskirts. Because again, it's just you're not going to get a lot of just people. Imagine if you're driving by,
Yeah.
unless you have a giant billboard like driving on the 80 South and you just came back from Tahoe skiing and you have a big billboard that says, "Hey, exit 45 for Sharetea Boba." Again, you're probably not getting a ton of traffic. So,
Yeah, the mall is just the mall's like if you scroll, I think it's before that. Yeah, it's right.
yeah, I think it's like right around this area.
Yeah, yeah. That's like
So that's something to consider too. And one thing that you can do is when you check your reviews, you can also, a lot of these taglines here, these are popular words that are being used in reviews.
Mhm.
So that's a kind of also good indicator for
Oh.
if people aren't talking about Boba.
Yeah, they're just
Then
talking
that's also
about.
kind of a good indicator as well.
Oh, that's
There
actually
were a
good.
couple
Say that
reviews where
again.
people
Yeah,
were,
say that again because that was actually
So
a good
yeah, I
tip.
think
yeah.
you
So
said something really important that needs to be said again.
So if you take a look at reviews, a lot of these words that you see here,
Yeah.
it's going to be the most popular words that are mentioned in the reviews. So if people aren't talking about boba and you're a boba tea shop,
Yeah.
that's a big problem.
That's good.
So again, it comes one of those lines of when you're asking for review, maybe ask the customer, say, hey, let us know what you had here today. If it was boba tea, can you just mention there that you had, passion fruit boba tea today, and maybe just take a picture of it. So just again, you do have to ask the customer to do a little bit extra work. That's why like this one is pretty good. That's a pretty good
Oh,
review.
now
What I would expect.
there's a unique opportunity. So there's a nice see-through cup. What if they had a sticker that
Ah.
said what it is, passion fruit or boba tea?
Yeah.
Boba tea. Yeah, maybe. Oh, that's actually a great tactic right there. Like like your cups and stuff like that should have like your keyword.
Maybe even just a
and
sticker. You can
brand.
put a sticker
Yeah.
on there. It's like, hey, this is now serving Emily, and put a sticker on there. What the flavor is. Maybe even have a little QR code on there. Just simple
Oh,
little
QR code.
marketing stuff.
Love that.
So there's a lot. I actually learned that from John Taffer. He's a big. If you guys ever watch Bar Rescue, he's really big on like doing marketing while the customer is literally right there.
Yeah,
Oh.
So
that's good.
yeah. So that's all I have for this listing. Is again, it's not a lot of things that you necessarily need to do. It's just you need help with branding. Your website definitely needs some help, and get a little bit more specific when asking customers to leave reviews and things like that. So
Love it. Hopefully they found that very helpful. And so Keith, you want to go ahead and just pull one up?
Yeah, let me just do one thing. All right. This is a fun one because this guy actually came into my office one day with a flyer. And I'm like, oh, wow, he really impressed me, right? It's like, and he had this whole outfit, purple shirt, camouflage hat, camouflage pants, wearing the Air Jordans. And he's like, yeah, like this is even the look I want for my customers. Let me pull this up and I will share my screen. And I thought, man, that is really interesting that, okay.
Oh, better call Rudy.
Yeah. So this is the weird thing. You're like, but you said he's into moving. I'm like, yes, right? You come onto this site and you're like, well, this is really interesting. We got giant pictures that are way too big, over optimized. There's a little bit of a line here. He's selling his brand, the Rudy, right? But that's a problem when you go look at his GBP. This is just not optimized well at all. If you go take a closer look, his title just says his brand. There's no city. There's not even, what do you do exactly, right?
Where it says better call Rudy, the first thing that came in my mind was like, okay, I'll call you, but what's your phone number? Would that be something that we should put there? Like,
you would
better
think.
call Rudy how?
Yeah,
right.
Where's your phone number?
So just to clarify, I've got all my tabs appearing, right?
No, you just
no.
have
one.
Rudy.
Sorry.
Oh,
So
now we have
There we
your
go.
code.
So this is his title, right? Better call Rudy. And I'm like, well, what do you do? Right? Like you've got to, how about movers, not all capitalized, movers city, right? Take a look at this too. So interesting. He's just stressing here all these H3s, right? Oh, okay, something okay. Specialty moves, specialty mover. But then this is his actual classification of his business name, not the not the actual website, Better Call Rudy.
Yeah.
So what's so crazy, if you go out and you just search for movers in Caldwell, so this is just a suburb of Boise. Wow, look at, he's number 3.
Oh wait, we can't see your screen.
You're, oh, wait, sorry. I gotta be able to, I'm gonna have to do some practice. I do apologize.
This is episode 2. This is episode 2, guys.
Why
And-
is
and-
this not?
And if anyone in the
Usually
audience
I think I know the
has any
problem is
questions, if
I
anyone's in the
keep-
audience has any questions, go ahead and put in the live chat. All right, so we got Rudy
Okay,
Valdez.
so you guys got the map up now?
Yeah.
We have the map. You search for movers right in his backyard. He's in the map pack. And you're like, what? How is this possible, right? And even his classification is under piano moving service. So he's miscategorized. And you're like, oh gosh, there's so much potential that can happen with this customer.
Oh.
But why, Jordan, why is he succeeding in the maps right in his backyard?
I mean, the biggest thing for me that I see, I mean, it looks like he actually has mover even in a category.
Yeah,
But-
part of a moving service. But look
I
at
mean,
his business name doesn't say anything about
Yeah.
moving, nothing about piano.
He has all 5-star
But-
reviews.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Look at
look
that.
at how many.
Yeah.
230. So that's very dominating.
so that's one thing too that you need to consider is like a lot of these guys don't. I bet you after every single job, I bet you he's getting a review.
Yeah.
He's probably and at the very least, he's at least asking for one. I think that's one thing that's important is when you're, I would rather get 2 reviews every single day than 10 reviews in a month. That's like maybe all at once. So I think the biggest thing for me that I see there is Google's rewarding activity, like more consistency.
Exactly. Look at this too. A lot of the people leaving reviews, they don't leave like a ton. Like they're not a reviewer. He is probably very likely holding their phone, helping them, clicking, logging in. He's on top of this stuff and he gets tons of reviews and it's all legit.
Yeah,
He's
he's probably
knocking
asking for them while
doors.
he's on site.
Say again.
He's probably asking for them while he's there. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
now that we're done, you just paid. Like, I need you to leave me a review right now.
His success, right, is just from him knocking doors and being awesome. And if you went back and you looked at the site, you would say, my gosh, like he could dominate other cities and he could grow his brand and the reputation, but that's where he's being held back.
Yeah.
But he doesn't care. He really, this is the website even helping him? Probably not much at all. It's actually the maps and the reviews, and he's knocking doors, and it's just crazy how many. He's
3 weeks.
getting real interaction with people.
We had a question or a comment, and Beverly was asking: is his company near the center of the city?
Is it like down center? That's
No, he actually doesn't. It's an unpublished address.
Oh, so it's a
It's a
SAB.
SAB, service area. Yep.
service area business.
Yep.
Learning about
Service
that
area
last-
business is not.
So that's actually even harder, right? That's even harder to rank in the
Yeah.
top hat.
Yeah. He's
So
probably
he's-
getting. I wonder what he's doing with all those calls. I'm sure he's getting calls for regular moving services.
Yes, and he does. He does try. When I talked with him a couple years ago, but he has such a reputation for unique, moving a shed, moving a billiard table, moving a hot tub. Other people call him. As a matter of fact, if you search for piano moving in Boise, the people listed just contract or subcontract work over to him. But
Got it.
One thing to
This-
consider too, real quick, is you made an interesting point, because let's say if other movers are saying, hey, I need to get a piano move, then like, well, we don't specialize in that. But if you call Rudy, they're probably typing in like Rudy moving rather than, they probably don't necessarily know the full business name or even who he is. They're probably
Right.
just typing in Rudy moving, and it's associating those two things together. So that's one thing that a good thing to know is, you know, look at someone that refer. Like, I would consider that more like not necessarily referral traffic, but like word of mouth traffic, where, you know, people are trying to find your brand, but they don't necessarily know the name of it, so they're trying to associate a word that they may think would like has to do with what you do.
So 3 years going strong. He's obviously well known, but just as a specialist. He's working so hard, but in a small city where he really has an opportunity to go further and do more. And it's just, sadly, it's not happening where he could, right? So if you're a small business owner and you're working this hard, you absolutely need to make sure that you work with a professional who can really push your brand, because Google doesn't quite recognize what he is or what he does. It's only based on his reputation.
I think this also creates an opportunity for him to expand, right? Expand his business, where it's like, like okay, I can start a whole new
100%.
business. Like, since I get all this traffic, I'm trusted name.
1,000% he can. Yeah.
I can, like, let me hire some people and start a whole new company.
But that's another thing too. That's why it's really important, even just having a better looking website, at least something that's a little bit more performing and has the verbiage of moving services specifically to what you're doing. It goes a long ways. That would be my biggest critique, is his site just isn't doing well. It definitely needs to be redone, and be more specific about what you do. Even if you only do piano moving, that's okay. But you know, he needs to represent that on your site and your brand.
Yes, sir. Thank you. And everyone, that actually concludes today's episode of the GBP Roast. It's just in time, so thank you, everyone. Hopefully join us next week, same time, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we will see you guys next week. All right.
Have a great week.
Hey, GBP Roast, GBP Roast. Sorry, you in danger. Right now, I got a flame here. This is GBP Roast, GBP Roast. On your Google business profile, it's about to go down. We roasting and reacting. We ain't come to play. 20 years in SEO. JP, Lambo, and Dre, bringing facts and guests. Oh yeah, we bring the dopeness. Welcome to the show. Hope your profile don't get roasted.